Hey folks, the next video in our series for review for our midterm is on finding solfege syllables from a key signature given a pitch. So when I say that, what I mean is like on the test, what I might show you is something like this, where I write a key signature and then there is a pitch, like a note head that shows a pitch. And what I would ask for you to do is to put the solfege syllable in the blank. And so this is a multi-step process. The first thing that you're going to want to do is figure out the key signature, what is do in this key signature. And again, we have our different ways of doing that. We may want to just look at the number of sharps that we have and say, okay, we've got F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. D sharp up a half step is E major. Or you could go to the circle of fifths and you could look at it and you would say, okay, I have C, G, D, A, E, and that is our 4-sharp key signature. All of those work. They're both correct ways of determining this. And so we know that E in this case is do. Now you could either look at that this way and say do is here and I'm going to count down to this pitch, or you could say do is down here and I'm going to count up to this pitch. Technically the shorter way to do it on this one is counting up. So we can go do, re, mi, fa. And so you could look and say, all right, yeah, this is A, but the correct answer is not A. I don't want you to put the note name in the blank. I want you to tell me that the solfege syllable is fa. Now you can do that either by writing like actual FA, or you could write F. I almost would kind of prefer that you write the solfege syllable just to help you differentiate that what I'm asking for is the solfege syllable and not just a letter name, right? Because we have things like D, R, M, F, S, L, T, D. The only ones that we actually use in the musical alphabet are F and D, but if you don't want to get confused and it would help you to write out the actual solfege syllable, then, go right on ahead and do that. You're going to be responsible for doing that with sharps and flats and probably in a variety of clefs. So let's do one over here in bass clef. Okay, so here what you will want to do, again, your first task is to figure out what the key signature is. So what is do? We have F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Our last sharp is G sharp. If we go up a half step, we have A as our do. So another way that we can do that as well, I think I mentioned this in class before, is you can technically just write out your scale, like the letters of your scale from A to A, because if for some people it actually helps them to do this. And here I have a C sharp. So I have 1, 2, 3. I technically have me here. So there are a number of different ways for you to do that. You do the same thing for your flats. So let's do one with a flat. Sure, why not? We'll do one in a C clef. B flat. I still have to check myself. And make sure that I do it right, because again, adding these to C clefs is hard for me sometimes. I don't always do my best with C clefs. So C. Okay, so we have 3 flats here, and you could just use the circle of fifths and say 3 flats. I go from C, F, B flat, E flat, and so I know E flat is do. Or you can say I have B flat, E flat, and A flat. Go back, and E flat is my do. Guess what I haven't done yet? Written A solfege syllable. Good job, Morgan. Haven't done it yet. There will be one written there for you, I promise. I swear it's true. Okay, so in this case, I can either count down from E flat or I can count up from E flat. This is going to be E flat, and probably my path of least resistance is to go up rather than going down. So I can go E flat, F, G, A flat is what I have. So I have do, re, mi, fa. So in this case I have fa. So that is how I would figure that out. And again, in figuring out the key signature, you can pick whatever method you like the best. If it is, using the order of sharps and the order of flats and looking at, your last sharp, going up a half step. If it is looking at the second to last flat from the back, or looking at the last flat and then going down 4 steps, whatever's clever. Or if you just want to use circle of fifths to do that, that will give you do as well. And then you just look at what pitch is written and say, all right, what's that relationship from what do is? And you write the solfege syllable, and there you go. If you have any questions, please let me know. But that is how you would figure these out.